Poverty is an extremely devastating problem that needs to be fixed. People are being forced to go to extreme measures to survive. Their home, lonely. Their bed, disgusting. Their hope, empty. One of the most familiar acts taken to combat poverty is highway exit begging. Many people are found on the side of the highway begging for money, yet it is not always for food. Some use the compassion of others to feed their addictions. What I have just described is the everyday life of people in poverty. People literally take these actions to keep themselves alive. 31% of all people in America that are in poverty are kids. Imagine your son or daughter forced to take criminal actions in order to get their 3 square meals a day.
Although most people get a mental image of poverty as kids on the street without anywhere to go, most of those affected by poverty are the senior citizens. The elderly people have only their social security checks to keep them financially safe. If something happens to them and they were to lose all financing, they would have to get a job. Finding a job in today's society is next to impossible for a senior citizen, especially veterans. Why would the people that protected our nation in Vietnam War and other wars be forced to work in order to keep themselves out of poverty?
Poverty is not always caused by people's decisions. Sometimes poverty is caused due to the loss of their belongings in a natural disaster. Many people had their taste of poverty during Hurricane Katrina. Over 15 million people were affected by Katrina. Many of those people were sent spiraling into poverty during this time. The most recent natural disaster was that of the earthquake in Japan. Not only is poverty caused by terrible financial decisions, but those that are out of their control.
Although poverty is almost impossible to get out of, the main way out is education. One of the main causes of poverty is the lack of a high school diploma. Many people will not be able to receive excellent paying jobs without a high school diploma, and thus are slowly inching their way into poverty. For those that have no chance of getting an education, one could always go to an association that assists those in poverty. Some associations in Indiana are HVAF, or Midwest Food Banks. These associations make it their purpose to help those trapped in the sinkhole known as poverty. No matter what could happen to you, there is always someone there to pick you back up. You just need to look in the right places.